just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Oh, she took the midnight train going anywhere.
He's just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit, Michigan. He took the midnight train going anywhere. I'm Olivia West. I'm 17 years old.
I am Jake Moskowitz. I'm 15.
And where are you from?
I'm from Morristown, New Jersey.
Burlington, New Jersey.
Oh, so you didn't come that far. Now, how did you find out about how to audition for this?
5 years ago, a former voice teacher of mine sent me an email saying they were having auditions for choreography DVDs, and I went, and they cast me, and since then, I've been working with them.
So how many years have you been working?
I believe it's 5 this fall.
Wow.
This is only my second year doing this, but I found out from my middle school teacher, vocal teacher. She told me, hey, you should check this out. We're all going down. She took a bunch of kids. We all auditioned. It was brilliant. And I made Anything Goes last year, and then I came back because it was just so much fun.
Now, do you both plan on pursuing careers in musical theater?
Eventually, after school, I would love to pursue a career in musical theater.
Absolutely. Just to see how much fun they have. It's like this is your job and it's your life at the same time, so it's awesome.
Now, what was the first show that you ever saw, and what made you want to do musical theater?
The first show I actually saw was the show that made me want to do musical theater. I saw Ragtime, and I didn't really know what was happening, but I knew I loved the music, and I loved the dancing, and I knew I wanted to be on stage after seeing it.
My first one was classical. It was the Phantom of the Opera with the 25th anniversary with Ramin Karimloo, who is absolutely brilliant. And I'm like, hey, maybe I should try out some musical theater. So 7th grade, I got on stage and auditioned, and I got an understudy for part Jimmy in Thoroughly Modern Millie, which I love that show. It's really funny. And then I'm here, so...
Now, is there a show that you would like to perform in, or a role that you are longing to play?
Sarah in Ragtime. Yeah. And Nina in the Heights.
Next to Normal is my favorite show, and I would love to do Gabe or the father. I can't remember his name, but I love that show so much.
So are you an Aaron Tveit fan?
Absolutely. He's so amazing in his art form. It's like, he's absolutely astonishing.
Now, in performers that are performing in musical theater today, who do you look up to, and who do you look forward to seeing on stage?
Sutton Foster. I think she's amazing, and she inspires me. So I look forward to seeing another show with her in it.
I'm actually seeing a show of hers on Monday.
I'm so jealous.
Is there anybody else that you just can't wait to see, or performances that you love?
Lindsay Mendez. Her voice is killer. I mean, I listened to her in Godspell, the revival, and I'm just like amazed by her talent.
When you think of kids' musicals, you think of Samuel French, and you think of this man, Bruce Lazarus, who has brought so many shows for kids from the Broadway musical stage. Bruce, what is your favorite show that you've been able to bring to the kids?
This is my favorite show, Rock of Ages. It's a great show for parents and kids to bond. You know, it's the songs that their parents, grew up with, and now they're singing it in the car together. It's great. And also teachers are the right age for this. So it's the perfect show for people to bond around the music. And it's great music, all those hits from the 80s.
What made you start bringing these shows to kids?
Well, I mean, it's all about arts education. The kids of today become the performers of tomorrow and the audience of tomorrow and the playwrights of tomorrow. And Samuel French is all about nurturing playwrights and making theater happen.
What would you like people to know about Samuel French and about bringing musicals to kids?
Well, Samuel French is the oldest and largest publisher and licenser of stage plays and musicals. In fact, the man Samuel French, it's named after a real person, back in 1830 had the idea that he could publish plays and bring them out to the hinterlands, to people that otherwise would never get to see a play, let alone perform in it themselves. And out of that, 185 years ago, we've built this industry, and it's, you know, they're now all plays are licensed in the secondary market, and we're doing more and more to make them palatable for high schools and junior high. On Rock of Ages, high school version.
It's Tim McDonald, and I am the founder and CEO of iTheatrics.
Now, what does iTheatrics do?
We are, our mission is to make sure kids everywhere have access to quality musical theater programs, and we think the best way to do that is to make musicals, which incorporate all 5 of the arts, singing, acting, dancing, visual arts, and even digital arts, in one little lovely bite-sized treat. So we adapt musicals and provide support materials so that schools can put them on without as many obstacles or barriers.
What is the favorite musical that you've been able to bring to kids of this age?
Oh gosh, there's so many. You know, certainly Rock of Ages is right up there because this is my generation of music. I was their age, these kids who are performing it when this music was on the radio and we were listening and banging our heads to it.
Is there a show that you'd like to bring to these kids?
I think Hamilton's ready. Let's just do it. I know they got to get open, but I mean, come on, you got history. You got rap and hip hop. It's a brilliant piece of literature, and I can't wait for 20 years till we get to adapt it.
Now, when you do this for kids, what kind of elements do you bring in? I mean, I know there's choreography and acting and singing. How do you break that down for this?
We are really focused on telling the story because the only objective of a musical is to tell a story. So we really do strip the process down to exactly what you would experience if this were a brand new musical being presented for the very first time.
In doing this, what's the hardest element of bringing the kids into this?
You know, part of it is just getting their energy level, getting them to connect. You know, a 17-year-old doesn't have the same experience as someone my age does. So finding ways that they can connect to the materials and to life experiences that they haven't had yet is one of the challenges. But it's also a great way for them to act out in a positive way.
Now, you have some really talented kids here. How did you find these kids?
We search for these kids. We do an audition at the Junior Theater Festival, which is an annual event held in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the world's largest festival for musical theater and kids. So we have 5,000 students there, and we audition a great many of them there. Kids can also, though, send in a video audition and come join us that way, too.
How do kids find out about this?
It's on our website, itheatrics.com, itheatrics.com.
And in searching for these kids, do they have to sing? Do they have to act? Do they have to dance? What is the criteria for the audition?
You know, we're really looking for kids who have a passion for theater. And so we're not looking for the most talented kids, but we tend to find that the kids who have the most passion tend to have that talent inside of them as well.
And what would you like our audience to know most about iTheatrics?
Well, you know, check out our website, see what we're doing, and most importantly, put on a musical in your community for your kids because it'll make the world a better place.
Hey, what's going down? Go ahead, say hello to the person next to you. No, not the person you came with, the other person next to you. You know, the one you're going to be making out with by the end of the show. We're going back to a sexier time, the Reagan era. You see what I mean? Yow! Rockin' steady in daddy's car. She's got the stereo with the big guitars, and that's alright. Yeah! Alright! Jump! I got the itch and the restless soul.
She's gone with the wind, gonna go for a broke tonight, yeah.
And that's alright. That's it. Girl, we've been meant for this since we were born. No problems now, the coast is clear. It's just a count of four, so it must be just like living in paradise. And I don't wanna go home. I ain't never going home. Raise a toast to all of us. We're breaking our backs every day. And if wanting the good life is such a crime, then
Lord, then put me